What's the emotions right now?
Oh, I'm just so proud of these guys. I mean, the way we got it done, and for them to be so resilient, even in today's game where we left the bases loaded again, I don't know how many times, and to still keep fighting back. And the defense that they played was unbelievable. I mean, the play that Trevin Esquerra made to throw the guy out at third, I don't think I've seen that since I was in like 5th grade. It was unbelievable, his awareness and his sense to throw that guy out. But I mean, emotionally, I'm on a pretty big high right now. I mean, these guys are unbelievable. You know, they were picked to finish 7th in our conference, and we just won the conference tournament. Pretty proud of them.
The play that Trevin makes there, you know, you see it in and out sometimes where teams do the first or third, and you kind of wonder, it never happens.
I can tell you this, we don't practice that. I can promise you that. That was straight baseball instincts by him. I mean, he saw the guy out of the corner of his eye. Shear did his job and got to an open base, you know, and he was there for the tag. And that was, you know, obviously that was the turning point of the game. They're the home team. They have a runner on third with one out. You know, who knows what's going to happen? There's pretty good odds that guy's going to touch home plate.
I mean, what can you say about Trevin? I mean, he's on base, I believe, 5 times today. Just doing everything for you there. He scored your first 2 runs as well. It seems like he's always on base and he's always doing things right for you.
I'll tell you what, he's a big game player. Every game that we felt like when it was a do or die, 2 out of 3, we got to win it, he showed up every time. And he's a big game player, you know, stuff you can't teach. So I can't say enough about him. I'm so proud of him. I'm glad he's on our team.
You told me before the game that they had hit Matt Voelker a little bit the last time you guys had faced them, so you decided to leave him in the pen instead of starting him. He comes in, gives you 5 shutout innings. What did you think of his performance?
He was remarkable today. And what a, you know, like you said, he hadn't had the greatest performance against him last time we were up there. And for him to come in and have the mentality he had, it's just pounding strikes with the wind blowing out. Pretty remarkable effort by him. So proud of him. It's unbelievable, the mentality he had today.
What was the difference from when he faced them at St. Mary's?
Well, his changeup. His changeup was a little firm up there, and we went to work on it after that. Him and Coach Choate, not me, went to work on that, and they got the velo down on it. So he was throwing it a little firm.
And your MVP of the tournament, Cody Paiva, how did his performance on Thursday just kind of set this whole run up for you?
It was, yeah, I mean, it set us up for, if we didn't win this game, to still have 5 arms that we hadn't thrown yet in the second game. I think we used 5 pitchers all weekend. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 pitchers all weekend. So it starts with Cody going complete game on the first day.
How much confidence are you guys playing with? You know, now you're heading to a regional for the first time in I think 19 years.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have fun, I'm going to tell you that. You know, our guys were loose this weekend. They were playing like they had nothing to lose, and we're going to do our best to carry that into that environment. So I don't know until we're there. You know, it's been 11 years or 12 years since I've been in one too, so I'll have to get my feet wet again and see what the water feels like.
At the very beginning of the season, you told me you're going to kind of test the arms out, kind of figure out what this team is over the first 20, 25 games this season. You end up finishing 4th in the conference. You play your way in the last weekend, basically, to be able to take the title and be the conference champs. What does that mean to you with the way you kind of set things up this year?
Well, I think my assistant coaches did an unbelievable job with this team. I mean, they coached throughout the season. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we got out there and after March we stopped getting guys better. We've got guys getting better all the time to this day still. And that's a credit to my coaches. You know, they're the ones doing most of the grinding work in the cages and in the bullpens and things like that. But I'll say during that, you know, we had a little stretch towards the end where we lost 2 out of 3. It was 4 weeks that we lost 2 out of 3 after a pretty hot start. And I think our confidence was down a little bit. And when we got into this tournament, I felt like we were kind of renewed a little bit. Like, hey, we got a new season. We don't have to play bad baseball anymore, you know? Because there was about 4 weeks where we weren't playing catch very well. And you know, the result was losing 2 out of 3 a handful of times.
And the last, Cooper Uhl comes up with a big hit. Your 9-hole hitter, he's a guy that you kept in the lineup throughout the year, even though, you know, necessarily the batting average and stuff is not there. To see him get that hit,
I'm so happy for him. He struggled offensively most of the year, and for him to come up in that situation and get the game-winning hit to send us to the NCAA postseason, I mean, that's something that we'll cherish forever in Loyola Marymount baseball history.